I'm back here again. I'm Arnold from Hungary, and I want to share today an important thing about how to change your bad habits, because I think it's a little bit more exciting story than you would think from the title. Because the thing is that we all have habits, like 80% or even more of our thoughts and our acts are just pure habits. We wake up in the same time mostly, and we do the same routines, even if we don't call it routines, or we just call it bad habits. And the thing is that they are very hard to change. And even if I'm experiencing it myself, and I read all the books about how to change your habits, how to give up things, and how to gain like new things, I still struggle to keep anything for a long time, and I just slip back to my old self. And this is the key, that to my old self, because if I change my habits, change my acting, but I don't change my identity, then it will just a little bit slower or faster. It depends on the habit. It will just go away. So what I'm doing now is I try to change my identity first. So for 10 years, in my 40s, I was a quadrathlon athlete, and I was racing in the World Championships and World Cups, and I did everything according to this identity. So I was eating a lots of carbs and sugars, because endurance athletes needs to have a, uh gly, uh, sugar. Sorry, I can't say it in English. So you need to have sugar in your body to perform well, and to make your exercises and make your trainings in a high level. But it was a habit also, because when I was nervous, angry, or stressed, I also eat sugar, and I could say that I'm an athlete, I need lots of carbs, so that's why I'm eating all of the things which I shouldn't. And I needed to change my identity to get rid of these habits, because I still really love sugar, and I could eat it all day long. But if I just want to change my habit of not eating, and replacing the sugar with something like less harmful, I couldn't keep up, because in the first stress period I just went to the store and bought something which I shouldn't. And when I changed my identity from quadrathlon athlete to a healthy person, because I had my autoimmune disease so bad that I couldn't continue racing. Suddenly I could change my habits towards sugars, because there was no rational reason behind it, because I was a healthy person. I cannot eat it. It's maybe it's easier to understand with smoking. In Hungary, it's still a problem. Lots of people, even quite young, are smoking. Maybe not cigarette, but something else, vaporizers or weed or anything, and they just simply can't control it. I know there are some biological reasons, because your nicotinamide receptors are full with this nicotine from the cigarette, but still, if if you don't change your identity to a non-smoker, you will not stop it. If you say that I'm a non-smoker, and you believe that you are a non-smoker, you will not. You will much easier to get rid of from the cigarette. My father was a very heavy smoker for 40 years, and when the gang of Orban took over the cigarette selling in Hungary, so all the tobacco selling, and gave it to friends, he decided that he doesn't want to participate in this, and he said that I'm so much of the opposition of Orban. I'm so much of a person of my thoughts, so I will not smoke anymore. I'm a non-smoker from now on. And he finished smoking in one day. He couldn't stop for years. He tried everything. He tried all the tricks what everyone tries, and also when he had his first heart attack, he stopped smoking for a while, but he couldn't stop it. But when it was about his identity, that he will not buy cigarette from Orban, then he could just stop. He was a non-smoker from that time until his death. So that was quite a big lesson, that even even your biggest threats can be changed for your life if you change that thing what you think of yourself. And when someone asks you, who are you, you might say, I'm a father. That's a role, or a family role. You can say, I'm a marketing manager. Nice, that's your job, but who are you? And if you can answer to this question without telling your name, without telling your age, your occupation, just telling your identity, that could help, because first you learn yourself from a lot, and the second thing is that when you can say that I'm a non-smoker, open-hearted person who is very warm with people and loves nature, and okay, that's a little bit about my hobby, but you get the point, that if you can say this, you will not throw the trash away. If you identify yourself that you are kind with the persons, you will be not rude with the salesperson, or you will be not rude with the waiter. And that's how it works with also with your health. If you identify yourself as a bad sleeper, for example, because sleep is now my like biggest issue these days, so I I tried to solve my sleeping with just the habits, but my identity was the same. I'm an ADHD person with a bad sleep. It was very hard, and I had to believe that I'm a good sleeper, and that's my identity. I'm a good sleeper, and I'm now quite okay with the sleeping. So like more better than average, if especially if I'm talking about the average 50 years old male in a Western European country with lots of stress. I'm quite okay with the sleeping, but I had to get rid of the label of ADHD person who is not good at sleeping simply. Also, like I had an identity of being a multi-manager, so like working for multinational companies, and you have some responsibilities, and you have your ego that you are connected to some kind of level in society. So you are driving nice car, you are wearing like suits, not that if I ever weird, but you get the example. Today, just see, this is my daily driver, a Toyota Corolla. I would never ever would sit in a car like this before, because this is just like the most boring car I've ever driven, and it's gray, and it's a sedan, and it's nothing to love about. And the thing is that because I'm not a marketing manager now, but a free person, I shouldn't give a fuck about who thinks whatever about my car, because this is my daily driver. I don't have to use my more precious love vehicles for taking my kid to school or going to for shopping. But I can drive this because my identity now is that I'm free person, and I don't care whoever thinks whatever about myself, because they don't even think about me. That's the first place, and the first lesson I needed to learn to get rid of all the things. And what the Corolla brought to me is like total anonymity. So no more police stops, no more hey ho, I saw you there and there. Nobody recognizes my vehicle. That was one thing. The other thing is that like the famous Toyota reliability, once a year it goes to like a normal service, and that's it. With my Mercedes it's a completely different story, and also the amounts. But for 10 years or even 20, I couldn't imagine anything to drive like a boring car, because I'm a car person. That's an identity. And that's that's how you should treat yourself, to take care of your thoughts about yourself, and not the habits, but try to know yourself who are you, what are you doing, why are you doing it, for who are you doing this, and maybe you will understand why your habits are there, and maybe they will be not necessary to keep up anymore. So I will not keep you up because I have to pick up my son now. Have a nice day and see you tomorrow. I will continue this challenge. Maybe I will learn English because it still sounds very stupid compared to my Hungarian knowledge. Thanks.